BMW follows a simple formula. The bigger the number, the cooler the car. Think about it. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 that's 8. Quick maths?
Quick maths!
The 8 Series Gran Coupé is cooler, sleeker, more dynamic, and it looks bloody cool. It's not a car that your boring old uncle with too much money will ever be seen in. The Gran Coupé, it's front-engined, rear-wheel drive with 4 seats, 4 doors, and it looks like a sports car. It's Grand Touring 101. Now we've seen the Gran Coupé moniker before. We had the 6 Series Gran Coupé in India. But the 8 Series, it takes all of that and dials it up more than a couple of notches. When it comes to the way it looks, the BMW 8 Series Gran Coupé is possibly the best looking BMW on sale today. I mean, just look at the way the lines flow. It's proper automotive art. The nose, it's raked down sharply. The headlamps, they're slim. In fact, they're the slimmest to ever go onto the front of a BMW. The grille, it's slim. The doors, they're frameless, and that makes them look slim. The tail lamps, slim shady, but it is wide where it matters. Just look at that rear end, the protruding boot lip and the way the tail lamps flow around it. It's so beautiful. Fun fact, the rear track of the BMW 8 Series Gran Coupé is the widest on any BMW on sale today. It's wider than the regular coupe, it's wider than any of those SUVs out there. Now under the hood is a petrol engine, but it's got a big fat turbo latched onto it. So this engine is a 3-litre straight-six engine, and sure, it may only have half the number of cylinders that the OG 8 Series from the 90s had, but it still makes more power. 335 horsepower to be precise, and 500 Nm of torque. 0 to 100, it comes up in 5.2 seconds, and that's more than enough, honestly, because any more than that, and you're going to need bath bags for the kids in the back seat. The engine has got plenty of tech going on. It's got a twin-scroll turbocharger for better responses, and the Gran Coupé, it gets launch control. To quote my favorite, okay, maybe not favorite, but to quote a superhero movie,
This is something else.
with great power comes great responsibility, and the 8 Series Gran Coupé, it's very responsible. It gets a Sport Plus mode, so you can hoon with the car perfectly set up for hooning. It gets adaptive suspension, and it gets an electronically controlled diff, so you can put maximum power onto the ground at all times. Just like the M8, the 8 Series Gran Coupé gets aluminium construction and a lot of lightweight parts. So despite the fact that it's longer than the regular coupe, it weighs just 70 kgs more. That's like one person or 2 kids. Kick the kids out of the car. But the Gran Coupé, it isn't about blistering performance. It's about the insides. It's proper luxury. So you've got everything that you would expect of a normal generic luxury car. You've got your fancy Harman Kardon sound system, you've got ambient lighting, you've got leather and fancy materials everywhere. That's no big deal. What makes the Gran Coupé special is the way it takes sportiness and then mashes it into luxury. Snug, figure-hugging seats for when you go thrashing out in the mountains? Check. Glass in the center console to make sure the cabin experience is elevated? Check. A center console which is focused towards the driver for a more unadulterated driving experience? Check. A panoramic sunroof so you can look at the stars when you're gliding along? Check. A dedicated traction control button so you can hoon about at will? Check. A rear bench with a 40-20-40 split, just in case all your other cars have broken down? Check. And that's the thing about the Gran Coupé. It takes sportiness and luxury and puts them into one extremely desirable package. The 8 Series Gran Coupé will be badged the 840i in India, but you can also get an 840i M Sport. Now I know all you enthusiasts know exactly what the M Sport is. No, it doesn't get more power, but it looks like it gets more power. So it's got flared out bumpers, a bigger side skirts, a bigger diffuser, and that's all part of the aerodynamic package that comes on the M Sport kit. It will also cost you more money. The BMW 840i costs rupees 1.29 crores. The BMW 840i M Sport will cost you 1.55 crores. But hey, you do get some very cool paint options, bigger 19-inch wheels, and those very cool laser lights. On the inside, you get an M Sport steering wheel, 4-zone climate control, and some more options for leather upholstery. To sum it up then, the BMW 8 Series Gran Coupé, it's possibly the best 4-door BMW experience you can have today. It gets the luxury from the 7 Series, but it also gets the sportiness from the M8. It gets the Evo thumbs up.
Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.